This is a special encore edition of Soccer Express, your midweek soccer fix, back for definitely the final show of the current football season. Just as you have heard us all season, we being Harry Kritzospiros yet to arrive in the studio of 2MM in Sydney, Phillip, Fourlas and myself, Peter Kambounias, are back for one more time to bring you the latest in the world ball game. Thanks to 2MM, a great radio station, your radio station, we have brought you closer and closer to the game you love. We'll be with you till 9 o'clock tonight, so tell all your friends that another dose of Soccer Express is on its way. The Olympic Sharks are the National Soccer League champions for 2001-2002. Our beloved club that brings us so much joy, so much frustration, so much heartache, so much comedy and worries, anxieties. Our beloved Olympic that has us on an emotional roller coaster all year round. Our Olympic that allows us to travel around Australia and even New Zealand to places we wouldn't visit if it wasn't for our beloved Olympic. Olympic, you're so fine. You're so fine, you blow my mind. The Olympic Sharks went to the Wild West, into the cauldron, and walked out with heads held high as champions. And what a goal to do the damage to the Perth Glory. What a goal to silence so many people in one clinical blow. As the hero of the moment, the goal-scoring machine Ante Milicic put it, it went where the spiders live. That goal wiped away the cobwebs. It woke up the sleeping giant of Australian football. For the purists, it was a pure arm wrestle. For those not close to the game, the match was a frustrating one to watch. For Olympic fans, it was nerve-wracking waiting for World Cup-bound referee Mark Shields to lift his arm and blow the final whistle to end the season. And the Olympic Sharks are the champions. The party in Perth went hard, so too did many here in Sydney. The party continued at the domestic terminal at 6:30 Monday morning, where the players, officials and the fans celebrated in front of photographers and national television cameras. But the best was saved for last, and what happened at Sharks League's club on Monday night will go down as one of the happiest nights in all Olympic fans' lives. The single most unforgettable moments for those who stuck around to watch the replay of the game on the big screen in the retro room was the screening of that wonder goal by the Joe Marston medal winner for player of the grand final, Ante Milicic. It was so good that the screaming, yelling and absolute pandemonium was repeated several times, and each time it became louder and louder and louder. We were walking and chanting and singing in Olympic Wonderland. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these moments are worth the weight of the world in gold to all of us. We are very fortunate to all be alive to experience what we just went through. The Olympic Sharks, our beloved Sydney Olympic, are the champions. The boys did it the Herculean way, faced by adversity, faced by uncertainty, faced by the hotly tipped enemy. Like we said last week, the ball is round and anything can happen. The minor premiers were no match for Olympics' determination to keep a clean sheet, and Perth played their most impotent match of the season. Before we launch into our special encore edition of Soccer Express, we will open up the lines very early on, so all you listeners can tell us what you thought about the game. And we're going to let you know when we're going to open up the lines. But before we do any of that and kick off the show, stand up and listen to, well, we've got a few interesting things that you're going to hear. We're going to bring you some highlights of what went down at Subiaco on Sunday afternoon. It's something I put together this afternoon. Then, of course, a song that everyone has heard, and I want everyone to sing it wherever you are. The Olympic Sharks are the champions. Welcome back to Soccer Express. It's time to open up the lines nice and early, as we said, for all of you supporters of the mighty Sydney Olympic, the mighty Olympic Sharks, who have returned from Perth victorious with some very interesting cargo indeed. They are the champions of Australia. All congratulations goes out to everyone who's associated with the club. And it's time to open up the lines to give us your opinion of the grand final. And what we're going to be asking you to do, especially for today, is to give us your 3-2-1 for the players Phillip mentioned during the grand final. We might as well do it for the whole season. The player of the season. The player of the season for the Olympic Sharks. Give us your 3-2-1. Give us some very brief reasons why. And what we'll do at the end of the show is we'll tally them up and we'll award the Soccer Express player of the season for the Olympic Sharks. Yeah, the only disappointment with the Channel 7 coverage is the, apart from the ad breaks, and it also goes down to Optus as well, was thanks very much to Channel 7 and Optus for not even broadcasting the awarding of the presentation of the trophy. The whole season, that's what the whole point about football is to win things like that, and to not show that is the biggest slap in the face, not only for the Olympic Sharks, but for the whole competition in general. If Pika's out there listening, it's just like I told you, Pika, on the balcony, mate, New Year's Eve, on and off the field, mate. 2002 is going to be the year.
Yes, yeah, the Olympic diehards, mate.
Yeah, the true believers.
While we're on the topic of media coverage, I seem to see your ugly head on practically every picture.
Is that me?
That's you, yes, Pete. every picture,
Are you sure it's
every
me?
bit of footage, it looked like Pete to me.
Was it?
You managed to get your ugly head on almost everything.
Far out. There goes all those TVs and all those newspapers. I feel sorry for those cameramen.
Oh, dear, oh dear, dear, oh dear. I'm sure we'll survive.
No, I think so. At least I'm wearing the right colours.
Absolutely. Well done, fellas, on a great rookie season for you guys as well. I don't know what I'm going to do on my Wednesday nights now, let alone my
We don't
Sunday
either.
afternoon.
We don't either.
I think I'm going to have to start getting reacquainted with my family.
No, they're going to say, what? What are you doing here on a Wednesday? What? Who are you? Dad, is that you? We don't know who you are on Wednesdays.
Yeah, I'm counting the sleep till the season starts again.
You know, that's the only disappointing part of the whole season is that it's all over.
That's right.
It's all over.
That's right, exactly right.
We've got the World Cup, mate. Well, that's 1 month taken out of the football holiday.
That will certainly help.
Yeah,
Help.
slightly.
All right,
Anyway,
well,
Steve.
Nice to hear from you, and,
No worries, mate.
and look forward to hearing from you again.
Shall do.
See you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Should be the great big fella now, Big Steve himself.
Steve.
Hello there, boys.
Yes.
What's happening?
Mate, you should be... mate, you're another one that hasn't missed the media attention this weekend.
Oh, mate.
And we lived in Perth. How you feeling, mate?
Mate, I was still shaking up on all the bloody grog on the weekend.
Hey, Steve, I'm surprised you can talk, mate, because on Monday night you couldn't talk at all.
I could have said on my 2 feet at the club there.
I know. We saw you, mate, when we were walking away and I was taking a few of the people out and you were sitting on the steps. And then 5 minutes later, you're in the middle of all the commotion when the goal was going in again and again and again.
Well, I've got one thing to say to that. You know what that is?
Go.
Must!
And will.
It did, it do, it done. All right, listen, boys. Peter, give me one malakana, mate, please.
Another one?
Yeah,
I already threw one. You want me to throw another one?
Throw over there.
Malakana, you were in the newspaper yesterday. You're famous. Malakana and the barbecues. Malakana! Okay,
Hey,
sorry.
he's going to come to the club, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey!
Bye.
Bye.
Must. Basically, I've only got one word for one sentence for Mitch Devray, right? He knew at the beginning of the season what it had to take to win the championship. Okay.
Just before you go on, the intro you done was probably the best bit of piece I've heard all year.
And
now
the
everyone's ringing. They want it on again.
The boys at the club have told me that they didn't get to hear it, and especially for them and everyone else, I will do the intro
After the Jade North interview.
and we'll do it with the music, the backing, everything, and then I'll put "We Are the Champions" again. I'll do the whole lot.
No, from the start, the whole lot.
Yeah,
because
I'll
I
do
think
the whole lot. I'll do the tape. I'll do everything.
Quite a lot of people would have missed that, and it was something I
everything.
should have missed because it was absolutely brilliantly done. Well done for putting that effort and getting it out there because, I mean, that's credit to you.
Fantastic. The players are just great. And I just want to thank him again. Honestly.
I just want to give a big thank you to the supporters club for all the background work. I know that a few of the guys were running around on Monday. Some of them who had come back from Perth, some of them who were here in Sydney, organising the meat, the bread, getting the club ready, everything. There was a lot of work put behind that, and all credit to the guys out there. They know
shirts.
They know who they are. I'll name them on air. It's Nick, my brother Nick, who he didn't even go to work on Monday. John Mihalis is in there. Peter Dimitrokopoulos, the Goanna's in there. Gavin Clark, who did the guy who was on SBS's report with the full-on blue head. Tim's done a lot of background work, and he's going to lambast me for mentioning his name, but he's done a fair bit of work behind the scenes. Harry Komonakis did a fair bit behind the scenes. Well done to Steve Kelly for the excellent MC that he did on Monday. Pity about the speakers, but in any case, all credit to the club because Monday night was the night to be an Olympic fan. Listeners, we won't be able to take any calls between... we're going to have Jade North right up next, and after that we're going to do the intro take 2, plus We Are the Champions, and we're going to replay that tape so everyone can hear it. So, without further ado...
Get rid of Dino.
We'll get rid of Dino, and let's go to
one with Jade North.
The hottest property of the Olympic Sharks with the women, Jade North.
How are you?
Very well.
How's yourself, mate? Are you recovered yet?
Yeah, mate, I'm still on it, mate. Don't worry about that. I'm celebrating for a long time. Don't worry about that.
Have you still got a front door? Because all the women should be knocking it down by now.
I wish, mate, I wish.
Mate, all these girls are saying, geez, even my missus has got a fancy for you, mate, so I'm in trouble. I'll tell you another story from Sydney Airport, just to prove that probably being a sook is probably rampant through the Perth Glory Club. Nick Tanner walked off the same plane as the players on Monday morning, and I went to go and say, bad luck next time, Nick, and he just walked straight past. He didn't even acknowledge anyone. So he just walked out of the airport.
And funny, though,
like a big sook.
I don't think the media even noticed he went past, too.
No, I never even knew he was on our plane.
Oh, I knew he was there, mate. He is a big sook.
Oh, well,
they've got to learn to be a bit more gracious and a bit more. Well, they call themselves professional. A professional coach and a professional owner goes and congratulates and says, fair enough. On the day you did it, next season we'll be there and we'll give you a shake next year. Can't wait.
That's right, but no, well, it just shows you how much professionalism there is.
They've got a lot. They've got a lot to learn, mate. I'm telling you. You better watch out, Paul, because I think your daughter's going to be marrying the bloke. But she's got she's got to line up because there's another 3 million girls in front of her.
Well, put it this way, I was on Monday night there, and I kept an eye on these sort of things happening. So. Like a father, like I should be.
The radar was out.
Is this championship, was it more important than our first one?
I actually think that the first one that we won was more crucial. I'll tell you the reasons why. The competition back then was, I felt, a bit more stronger. There was a lot more elite clubs, like Melbourne Knights back then were really strong. South Melbourne were very strong. Marconi were aristocrats back then. There were other teams floating around, like the Prestons, who gave us a bit of a hard time. Because also it was here in Sydney, that a lot of people got to see it. Also that it was the first championship that we got, which broke that duck that, we're always the eternal bridesmaids. And when you look at the structure of the club back then compared to the structure now, when you look at the money that's going into the club back then compared to all the money that's floating around now, and the professionalism and the full time and this and that, back then it was much more important for the club back then, even though the club didn't take advantage of winning the championship. But this one here, in terms of the way that it was won, considering that Olympic had pretty shocking form going into the semi-finals, was a pretty romantic win.
You must have been going crazy.
I was screaming my head off.
Were you by yourself at home watching it?
Yeah.
The same here.
Yeah.
I couldn't. A lot of people said, why didn't you go to Crest? Why didn't you go? The game was so important. I had to pay the respect. I had to stay at home and just fully concentrate on it.
That's right.
And I was about 2 metres away from the TV screen.
Nick.
Yeah.
How you going, mate?
Not too bad, mate.
What's happening? Did you hear the beginning of the show?
Awesome.
Thank you.
And you replayed it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah?
Yeah, I heard both.
No worries, mate. So you got a double dose?
Yeah, and I sang Queen the second time, and my mum, she got cheated.
Did she?
Yeah, but...
There you go. Did you sing it too loud, mate?
Yeah, I sang it loud, and I tried to get those high notes, but it didn't quite come out properly.
No problem.
So I'll do a rendition at the club.
Big thank you over the air. I heard you probably heard that I mentioned your name before about the barbecue. Just a huge thank you for that. That was something else on Monday night.
Yeah, a lot of effort went in, and it's credit to all the guys involved in the supporters club, and also Tim and Harry at admin, and even Rasco and the like. Yeah.
Okay, Phillip, looks like you might have to throw... Phillip, get back here, mate. 3, 2, 1. Nick, go for it.
All right, my 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
3 points. Not 3 points. 3 Halpin.
3 points goes... Yes, points if you want.
Oh, is it points, or is
points.
number 1 the best?
No, number 3 is the best.
All right, number 3 is the best. All right, I'll do number 1 first. Number 1, Halpin.
Okay, Halpin gets 1 point.
Yeah.
Halpin, 2 points.
2 points to Kohler.
For Kohler, 2 points.
2 points. And 3 points to Pondoliak.
3 points. 3 points. Tom Pondoliak. Okay, Nick.
Okay, mate.
Whereabouts are you right now?
I'm at home.
Are you going to be going to the club?
Bloody oath.
Nice. Okay, 1 sec, mate.
All right.
Okay. And there goes good old brother, good old Nick, who was instrumental in creating basically that what happened on... Oh, we've got another caller. Hello, Soccer Express.
Yes.
Oh, it's Zoran again. Zoran,
yes.
How are you?
Very good, very good.
What did you think about the Olympic win on Sunday?
I think it's the right thing, because they're the ones who play the best football this year. I don't like Perth the way they play. We played him in Adelaide. We drew 1-1. No initiative. They only kicked the ball to Despotovsky and Morris.
You wrote Perth off a couple of weeks ago on SBS on the ball, huh?
That's right. Did you see me?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We saw you. Well, I actually videotaped you as well, because I virtually worshipped the ground you walk on. But in any case, quickly, your 3-2-1 for... Obviously, you've watched a fair bit of Olympic because you're closely connected with Jim and all the rest. Give us your votes for 3, 2 and 1 for the Soccer Express Supporters Player of the Year.
Yes, what's this 3-1? How
Three,
does it
3
work?
points to the best player for the season for Olympic, 2 points for the second best, and 1 point for the third best.
Okay, I think 1 point to Bolton.
1 point for Clint Bolton.
Yes, 2 points to Durante.
2 points to Andrew Durante, the up and young
Yes,
superstar. who-
very good season for a very young boy like him. He's a good boy.
And 3 points.
And I think 3 points to Halpin.
3 points to Troy Halpin. Zoran,
Yes.
thank you very much for your support, and you are the lucky last caller of Soccer Express for this season.
Thank you very much, young boy.
I bet you're still waiting for that barn to get painted.
Yes, what happened there?
We'll
you
get-
know, please speak to Jim and
We
tell him
will.
I'm waiting so
We
he
will.
paints my barn.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Zoran.
for all your support all year, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right, Pete.
There goes Zoran.
We've had the call.
Time this season, this is Soccer Express